Are you looking for the best ozone generator for car? Well, we've got this one right here. Figured I'd show this thing off to you guys. So let's go ahead and grab that Mike Vance knife right there so we can open this bad boy on up and see what we got on the inside. Just gonna simply slice and dice this right here so we can get into this thing. And if y'all find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys looking at that over for me right there. So pulling this on back, they give you a little tips card right there on the top. We'll go through that in just a minute. We have our, we got a bag in a box here, bag in a box. That's your ozone generator. You got a couple of extra little nougats and bits in there as well, which is fantastic. All right, so let's see what we have. First of all, very sleek looking. I like the look of this. It's got like a fan look on top right there. Looks like it's got some nougats on the side right here, maybe if you wanted to strap it to something. And I'm assuming that the main motor part or battery is going to be down here. It does have a USB-C port on there as well so that you can get this thing with some power. Let's see, there's 4 indicators on here. It looks like the first one might be power. There's like a sleep mode. There's a 5-minute timer and a 30-minute timer, I believe. And then you have a battery indicator right here on the bottom. It's really hard to see like those little labels all the way around there, but I'm trying to show them to you guys so y'all get an idea. We'll look at that here in just a minute. Let's go through our nougats and bits real quick. All right, so this is the instruction manual right here. That is in Japanese, but this one is in English right there. So you have Japanese on one side and English on the other. If you need to utilize any of that, you guys can check out all of that right there. Leave that there. And then we also have our cord right here, which is a USB-A to USB-C cord. If I stretch this out, you're looking at a solid, I'm going to call that 3-foot cord right there. So that's great. And then you also have this little guy right here. And this looks like the strap that probably fits around these little nougats on the side right here. So let's pull that on out. Yeah, it's like a little strap right there. You got a little hole right there on the side. Simply press those on out. And then it's got like a little slit on the side right there as well. So you can easily get that right up and around on the sides. Just like that. That way now you can bring it with you if you want to travel with it. You got a little strap for it right there. Super cool, super easy to get on. I like the brown against the black right there. Looks nice. All right, so it says negative ion output 100 million 10-piece steel needles instead of a brush can. Stay forever to release ions. Not worry about oil accumulation. Perfect air purifier for your home and car. Ozone output 500 milligrams per hour. I'm assuming that is. It just has a H. Can remove odor and kill bacteria and viruses. Okay, let's see. I'm curious to know what happens if you press our button. Okay, I press the button. We have 3 lights of battery indicator turn on. And then the first light is lit up right there. I don't know if y'all can see that very... You know what? Turn off the lights a little bit. Y'all can probably... Yeah, there you go. Now you can see that blue dot right there. It's on. That is super quiet. That's the one where I don't quite know what the emblem looks like. It's like a circle with a whole bunch of little dots along around it. Let's see. Let's put it into the next one. I'm going to press the button again. That's going to move it over to the second one, which looks like a nighttime mode. I can barely hear that. It's got like a high-pitched buzzing sound. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Then the next one is going to be, I believe it's like a 5-minute timer type of thing because it's got a 5 next to it. Okay, so it beeped a few times, and then I hear it kick on. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's very, very low. But that's what it sounds like. You can definitely smell, I believe it's like a sanitization thing that it does. And then there's the 30-minute one right there that you can put it on. I believe the beep is to let you know that you might need to leave the room. How do you turn it off now? Yeah. So I'm gonna hold down the button. Okay, yeah, if you hold down the button, that's gonna turn it off right there. On the back right here, it has some tips. I wonder if these are the same tips. Let's check it out. Normal mode with continuous negative ions. Oh, okay. Oh, it shows me what each one of those little emblems stands for right there. So the first one is normal mode with continuous negative ions. Then you have sleep mode with continuous negative ions. The one with the 5 on it is the ozones work 5 minutes, then stop 5 minutes, and cycles for 1 hour. Okay, so 5 on, 5 off, 5 on, 5 off. And it's going to do that 6 times, basically. Super cool. And then the ozone works 30 minutes and then stops. When used the ozone function, pets and people must leave the space during the initial 10-second countdown. After it's finished, wait another 70 to 90 minutes for the ozone decomposition. For stronger odors, repeat the cycles. Okay, that's what I was talking about. I have one of those. I've got a sauna, and it's got something like that kind of built into it, and they recommend that whenever you turn it on, you leave, shut the door, and let it do its thing to kind of clean up everything, get rid of all the odors and whatnot. Super cool. Yeah, if you got like a stinky car or something like that, this would be perfect for that. It does have a nice little rubber base to it as well. That way it gives a little bit of give to it right there, and it's not going to mess up whatever surface that you put it down onto. Let's go ahead and plug it on in right here. I'm always curious to see kind of what lights up whenever it has power to it. Let me bring that on down right there. We'll plug that on in right there, and just as I expected, yeah, the battery indicator is just going to simply show that it's charging by illuminating those lights right there in that sequence. Can you run it with it plugged in? That's the next question. Yes, you can. I pressed the button and that first light lit up. I can't turn off the light again because it's connected to that, but y'all can see it now. It's blue right there. So that's awesome that it runs plugged in. So if you just wanted to leave it plugged in and do that, you could do it that way. I also like how it's running on USB, because if you wanted to put it into your car and plug it into the car, you could do that as well. So that is fantastic. Let's see, taking a look at our instructions here. I just want to make sure that we got everything. We got packing, USB cable, air purifier, and manual. That's going to be what's inside. You have your instructions here, which we have figured out all that. The intermittent mode. Switch to continuous mode. Leave power indicator. When power indicator shows battery low, please connect the USB cable. And then it's like the warnings and all that type of stuff. Some troubleshooting. Product parameters. Power is 6 watts. Battery capacity is 10,000 milliamp hours. Negative ion output 100 million. Ozone output 300 to 500 milligrams per H. Materials ABS plus PC. Your input is a 5 volt, DC 5 volt and 2 amp. One last thing I want to do for you guys is the product size here. I got my tape measure. Let's go ahead and measure it out just so that if you do want to place this in your car, you have enough space in your cup holder to be able to fit this. So first of all, you're looking at 6.5 inches tall right there. And then along the bottom right here, which is kind of the bulkiest part of it, you are looking at, that is 3 inches across. But if you do plan on plugging it in, you need to have a little bit of room for the plug because it kind of sticks out from there, and the wire might kind of curve up like this. So I want to account for that as well. And whenever I do that, I'm looking at closer to like 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 and 3. We're right at 3 3/4. So 4 inches just to be sure. And then of course on top it's going to be smaller. That's only 2.5 inches across the top right there. So fantastic little device right here if you're looking for an ozone generator or a negative ion generator. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all one of these right here. Hey, y'all let me know if this was helpful. If it was, definitely appreciate you guys. Look at that, helpful for me right there. Y'all go and add this to your cart if this is something that you want. I don't know if you can get them in like different colors or anything like that, so definitely go and check out the product listing below. And if you can, they'll have all the different options that you can select through on there. Y'all definitely go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you want. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you to these guys for sending this to me so I could show it off to y'all. And Dad out.